myself and it's quite surprising. Roll with me. Let's roll with me. Talk to myself and it's quite surprising. In the middle of the night, roll. Now I talk to myself and it's quite surprising. In the middle of a fight, roll. Can't you see the sign of for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
NLCS Game 1 is coming your way next. Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture Game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And towing the slab here, Zach Wheeler. What should we keep an eye on here?
In his last start, couldn't carry his warm-ups in the bullpen out to the mound. Couldn't get out of the first inning. Very frustrating for this guy, but today he's focused on having a quality start and pitching his team to a win.
This is Corbin Carroll.
The right fielder.
The wind of the pitch. That misses. So we're off and running in Game 1.
First pitch, 7:06.
The 1-0. They say you win.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next one misses, and a count 2-1. Chris, Zach Wheeler's turned into one of the best pitchers in the National League, if not all of baseball. He's been an all-star. In 2021, he finished runner-up in the National League Cy Young Award race to Corbin Burns. He's got nasty stuff. That misses the zone, and a full count now. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he opted to go with the off-speed stuff on that 3-2 with the bases empty. Close pitch, but now he's got to work out of the stretch.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Wheeler keeping an eye on him. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
And a pitch out, but no steal, and it's ball 2. Carroll gets his lead at first, nobody out. He swings and fouls one off. The pitch. Foul ball. Next pitch is outside.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
3-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
Batting third.
Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Here's Tommy Pham. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for 1-1, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
Man at second. Looked like it was a little bit up.
No, if they can push one across here in the first inning, would really settle the crowd down and help take that element out of the game early.
And right back to the mound. To first, 2 gone.
Batting first. The first baseman, Christian Walker.
And now it's Christian Walker. So it's game 1 of the LCS, and they're going to be looking to this guy for more of his success like he had in the division series.
Well, this team's got its sights set on the World Series. If they're going to get there, it's going to be because of his performance.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Count 1-0.
Runner at second, 2 down. Check swing, went around, and the count 1-1. And here it comes. Falling behind 2-1. In the air to left center. Rojas under it. Puts the squeeze on it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And today's starting pitcher, Zach Gallen.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Now it's the DH, Kyle Schwarber. And Chris, probably no other player better represents present-day baseball than this guy. A lot of power, a lot of strikeouts, and some walks. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Thomas gets under it. And makes the grab. And there's 1 down.
Batting second.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent, and sometimes
Fall off foul.
I love how he tracked the ball right there and was able to get through that fastball just a little bit late. Otherwise, it stays fair. I think if the top hand is a little stronger,
Same swing produces a home run.
And the pitch. That one just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Really important for the pitcher to not get proud, stay with the scouting report, and don't throw something into his swing.
Can't field it cleanly. He doesn't have a throw, and so they end up with some speed on at first.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a little roller to the pull side, definitely out in front of the pitch away, but it wasn't one the defense could make a play on. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now here is Harper. And that's in there for strike 1. And ball 1. Turner runs. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Out to short, Perdomo. On the run, sends it over to first. Harper retired.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball. This would be huge right here if they could get on the board and be the first ones to score in this one with the home field advantage. Get that crowd behind you and just intimidate the opposition a little bit more.
Line drive. Carroll makes the grab, and that's the inning. We played 1 here in Philadelphia, and there is no score at Citizens Bank Park. Back here in Philadelphia, second inning set to go. Alec Thomas now. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. Did not go. And the 1-0. And that one lifted in the air center field. And there's one away. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rojas under it, brings it in, and there are 2 outs. Now it's Chase Peterson. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. That one pushed foul.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a gold glove, if not a platinum glove.
On the ground, and that's just foul. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Out to short. Turner with the throw to first. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing for Arizona. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. This is Bryson Stott.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that one fouled off. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. 0-1 down. That one fouled off. The wind and the pitch. Goes down looking.
Batting fifth.
And now it is JT Realmuto. Just missed. The wind to kick the pitch. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Good eye right there. Realmuto, the base runner at first with one out. Liner, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Ball one there. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
Next offering is in for a strike. Yeah, one of those umpires, you just have to know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
Next offering misses. Now 2-2. That one inside. Counts full 3-2. Johan Rojas next to bat for Philadelphia. Hit into the outfield. Heading for the plate. The throw home. But it's offline. He will score. And it's 1-0.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Johan Rojas getting ready to hit. First offering misses the mark.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and he went around. Ruled a swing. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Flied out to center in his first at bat. Pitch misses there. Ball one. Righty delivers. That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes, the count.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Here comes a pitch. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That is ball 4, and that'll bring home a run.
Really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Trey Turner with a chance now. Reached on an infield single his first time.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. At the belt and fires. Good eye right there.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
Big, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Here's a 3-0. And a foul ball. Turner awaiting a 3-1. And that's through there for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Thomas running hard to get it. And it's caught. Both runners tagging. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 3-zip. That was a great run to make the catch, Singy. We got to take another look at it with stack pass.
Yeah, he saw it perfectly off the bat. Reactions were excellent. Took a very direct route to the ball, and more than 100 feet later, he ran it down. I just love seeing it.
Here's Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner in from third to extend their lead, and it's 4-0.
Waste no time there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And now it's Alec Bohm. 0 for 1 so far. Just missed. Base knock center field. Here comes Schwarber around third. He scores. It's 5-0.
Back-to-back singles. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Tyler Gilbert.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So 2 on with 2 away. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Off the plate inside, 1-0.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Rip to third. They get the force out with room to spare, and that's the inning. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around at 5 score. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Phillies 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Wheeler back to work. 0-1. Moreno goes 5 feet 11 inches, 195 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Next one is off the plate, and the count is 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. And it's even up. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. This ball's chopped on the ground. Gathers and throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
The shortstop.
Now up next for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter, or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. It bangs off the wall. And he's got a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But well, it's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Corbin Carroll. He reached out a walk his first time. Ball 1, no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
There's a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
1 out and a runner at second. Ground ball to Bohm. Zips it across, and there's 2 away.
The batter number 2, second baseman.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Popped out to left his first time. in there for strike one. Perdomo on at second with 2 down. And 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one 95 to finish him off. One left for Arizona. It's 5-0. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. JT Realmuto steps in. Realmuto, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2010.
You know, these Phils putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
In plenty of time to first, and Realmuto is out.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game, and it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
Now the 0-1. Fouled off left side. The 0-2. That one
ball,
missed.
2 strikes.
Struck him out looking.
Well, he wasn't happy with that call 3rd strike in and off the plate, and I think he's right. I mean, that miss, it's a really tough one, though, for an umpire back there, so I don't think you can be too mad at him. It looks like it's in the zone the entire way coming in until those last few feet, so I'd say pretty easy to understand why he'd say it clipped the corner. Just a nice pitch.
Marsh stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Gilbert, 29 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2015. Next offering is down low. Ball 2. There's a strike. That one misses. 3 balls and a strike. (3-1) and he couldn't come up with it.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Rojas in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go.
Runner on the go. Out there to center. Thomas gets under it. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the 4th now in game number 1. It's the Phillies 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Tommy Pham.
Let's go, Phillies!
The pitch. Oh, what a stop. Gathers and throws, and they get the out.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming in his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Digging in, Christian Walker. In there, and it's 0-1. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. Pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Just off the outside part of the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2. On the ground to third, and it stays fair.
Now that
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Next to hit for Arizona, Alec Thomas. That one's in there, 0-1. And a pitch. And now the count is even.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Here we go now, Phils.
That's in there. That's strike 2. Walker at first, 1 gone. In the air, out towards right center. Castellanos makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
up next for the Diamondbacks, the designated hitter, Jordan Gurriel.
Here's Gurriel. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Two outs. Now 1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Way high with that one. And a count 2-1. And the righty deals. The other way, and it goes just foul. And he deals. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Kicks and fires. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Walker around third.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now the third baseman, Jace Peterson. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that's in for a strike. Yo, 1. Hit hard but foul off to the left. And that one hit 97 on the gun. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Phillies 5 and the Diamondbacks 1. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Kyle Schwarber. And a pitch. Slapped foul. The pitch. And downstairs. Left-hand hitter waits. And a ball evens the count. Inside 3-2 the count. Into left center for a base hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Trey Turner at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. And that's outside. Kicks and deals. That one drifts inside. Runner on the move. Next offering is fouled back. Nobody out. Runner at first. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. The pitch. And now it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
On the ground, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Well, he made his pitch down in the zone. He got that ball on the ground. The double play he was looking for. Really good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper. 1 for 2. way high. That one lifted to left. Pham moving under this one. And that is that. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We played 4. It's the Phillies 5 and the Diamondbacks 1. Welcome back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Gabriel Moreno.
The right-hander back to work. And that's in for a strike.
You know, these D-backs looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Late swing fouled off. Here's the 0-2. He goes down looking. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo. Doubled his first time up.
Perdomo.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. Here's a 1-1. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got his second double of the game. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Out of here. He made him pay for that one, and they add a pair. It's 5-3.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Here's Ketel Marte. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball. Wheeler maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Righty delivers. Ripped to short. Turner. Jump throw. They get the out on Marte. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes...
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He sends a rocket to left, and they inch closer. It's 5-4.
No, Boo, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
And now, Christian Walker. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Next offering is in for a strike. Upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And the right-hander deals. And there's a strike. And that just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
All over that one right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Alek Thomas. And there's the strike. Walker leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next pitch inside. Now 1-2. And here it comes. Thomas checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And no swing, says James Kingsley. Next pitch just misses. 3-2 now. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. in the on-deck circle. The pitch. Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now a 5-4 ball game. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. And a pitch. Now fly ball to right center. Thomas makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, second baseman.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. First pitch just misses. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Joe Mantiply up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Number 30 getting loose as well. In for a strike, and a count even 1-1. And that's too high. Fly ball to right. Carroll moving under it. 2 down.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Real Muto stands in now and watches strike 1. Hard hit to third. On to first, and Real Muto is out. And that ends the inning. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They lead at 5-4. Andrew Bellotti gets the call from the pen.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
The pitch. Here's a rocket out to left. Makes the grab, and there's 1 down. Jace Peterson stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that's in there for strike 1. Action in the pen down there. Jose Alvarado up and throwing. Hoffman, the right-hander, loosening up as well. Yo 1. Way inside, gets out of the way. The 1-2. Bounced up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. The throw to first. There to beat him by an eyelash.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Good eye right there.
2-0.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. That's a little bit low. Geraldo Perdomo waiting for a turn at the plate. And now a full count.
3-2.
That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Everything came together for him. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
So a man aboard. Geraldo Perdomo, the next to hit. In there for strike 1. That's smacked on a line to center. Rojas pulls that one down, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Well, we go bottom 6. Now here is Nick Castellanos.
The right fielder. Tough play cover.
Gilbert back to work. That one ripped. And now maybe extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So digging in, Brandon Marsh. That's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, these Phillies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
Here comes the 0-1. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third, and James Kingsley says he won around. Man at second. And that's outside.
It's been tough fooling these guys, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And the batter now, Johan Rojas. At the belt and fires. And there's a foul ball. Runner at second here, one gone. That one is upstairs. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That's what the fans came to see, and they boost their lead. It's 7-4.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
In there, and it's 0-1. Schwarber, an all-star a season ago, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2014. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. And now 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Not close with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the ground to the left. And that's a fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Here's Trey Turner. Foul ball there. Schwarber, the runner at second with one away. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And a pitch. Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. And now the lefty going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Just missing there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one cutting but missing down low. Ground ball right side and foul ball. Three-two. Out to center. Thomas pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan Harper.
Here's Harper now, 1 for 3.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Ball to strike and fouled off. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. In the air, right center field. This is demolished. Way back and gone. They're going crazy in the dugout, and they tack on to their lead. It's 9-4.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Slade Ciccone. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. So 2 down, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Alec Bohm. And the first offering is not close. Ciccone, 23 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. And that one is lifted in the air. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a double.
He was all over that one. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. First offering, and it just misses. Right-handed reliever. Swung on, belted. Carroll reaching back towards the wall. Banks off the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 10-4. And that's a 2-out double.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And the righty deals. There's a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now a 10-4 score. Jose Alvarado comes on now.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So digging in, Corbin Carroll. He's already homered in this game. Well, it's pretty clear that he was frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but now a chance to hit the reset button.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to, being the superstar player in this lineup. They are going to pitch you very tough, and you make the adjustment, you can have success. I think he'll have it in this one. Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Now up next for Arizona, Ketel Marte. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Here comes a pitch. Fouled off. He was late. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-2. Little dribbler up along third, grabs it barehanded, and that's a great play for the out.
He was out early today working on that very play.
Tommy Pham stands in now for the Diamondbacks. He's already homered here in this one. And a strike. Carroll, the runner at second with 1 away. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And he deals. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Kicks and fires. Fan checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he held up. Kicks and deals. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. 2 out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Christian Walker stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Runner at third, 2 away. Here's a 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. Two outs. And a good eye there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Three and 2 now. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
2 gone with runners at the corners. Next to hit for Arizona, Alec Thomas. That one's in there. 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And the lefty with the 0-1. And that one wrapped foul. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Into center. Rojas makes the grab, and that is that. Diamondbacks strand a pair, and that is not what they needed. Down 10-4. And welcome back. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. The wind to kick the pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one hammered. Thomas moving back. Looking up. And that is gone. Nick Castellanos goes deep. And they add on. It's 11-4. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. There was a high slider, but he did a really good job of staying on plane with it, staying slightly above it with his hands. Hit that ball hard, and he got rewarded.
Now the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. First offering misses the mark. The wind of the pitch. That's down and in. The wind and the pitch. Hard hit right side. Tosses to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. And the batter now, Johan Rojas. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, anytime one of your guys gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
So the lineup flips over. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. That misses off the outside edge. Rojas leads off first with one away. Next pitch is inside, 2-0.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
2-0 to count. Here it comes.
Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
And he walked him.
That's ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
On the mound now, number 30.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 on with 1 out. Here's Turner now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Rojas around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And now it's 12-4.
It's a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Bryce Harper to the plate. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Here comes Schwarber around third. The throw is offline and he's in to score. Our score now 13-4.
Well done. Drives in the run. He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap, but I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there. And it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe.
And now Alec Bohm. And that one fouled off. First and third, 1 down. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Stop. In now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. The pitch.
That's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That's in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. That pitch gets the corner. That is strike 2. Lifted in the air down the left side. Fair ball. In comes the run from third to add on. It's 14-4.
Oh, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. Chased it outside the zone there. Not all that close to being a strike, but he showed that he can handle that location. Difficult part of the plate, and just got enough of it to dunk it the other way.
So first and second with 2 outs. JT Realmuto digs in now. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And that one in the air center field. Thomas gets under it. And that's the 3rd out. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. We look ahead to inning number 8. Phillies lead this one 14-4. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And here it comes. This to center field. Rojas has a beat on it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Jace Peterson. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Ball 1 low. Left-hand hitter waits. In the dirt. Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, and at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Called strike right there.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The pitch. And there's a ball. Swing and a pop-up. Boom. Settles underneath it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Philadelphia on top, 14-4. Back here at the ballpark, now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
The right fielder.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And a pitch. Ball one, no strikes. The pitch. And a count 1-2. And the right-hander deals. In the dirt. Moreno down to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. Good contact guy, good defender. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That one's in there, 0-1.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one ripped to left, and that's just foul. And a pitch. This one in the air, center field. Thomas gets under it. He's got it, and there's two away.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Johan Rojas will hit next. Hit hard, base hit. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Rojas off of first with two away. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1. And a foul ball. One, two now. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. The 2-2 on the way. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 3. Back at Citizens Bank Park, stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Hoffman, a 6'5" righty, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. The pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
Laced down the line, could be extra bases. Perdomo coming home. He's in safely at second as a run scores.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So man aboard, Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks. There's the strike. That one to first. Harper steps on the bag. Now one gone in the ninth.
The batter, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Now the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And first offering is fouled off. Hit in the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Walker.
Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Christian Walker. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Righty delivers. Fought off foul. And that's a little bit high. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Righty to the plate. Walker tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went around, according to Patrick Johnson.
Well, when you win by 9 runs, you have plenty of insurance runs. It's a huge confidence boost when you can just put that many runs up on the board. And I'll tell you what, the next game starter is saying, hey, I hope you guys save some runs for me. I want to get a win as well.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
14-5 is your final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
champions. Hey, we gon' ball, never fall, the champions. Champions, champions. My view from the top of the moon, I can see the whole world sitting in my hand, amazing view. We finna break the rules, and we gon' make them too. I can't fall asleep, I gotta stand tall, that's what a leader do. Follow me, I'm leading you. Hey, we finna turn up, crank up the heater, here they finna burn up. Told them I'm coming, I'm here, tell them they time up. I said it once, I'ma say it again, this will be my year. I ain't gon' show no fear, I know that I'm built to equip for what God wants me to do.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Tonight, 8 attendance at Citizens Bank Park, 43,651. The Phillies thank you for attending and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.
Nobody like a neighbor's special. I am stingy with my peace, and I'm greedy with my happiness.